Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Ghani, and of course, I'm Ghani's Media on YouTube, Ghani's Media on Facebook, Ukudabosuma Snapchat, and on Twitter. When you follow me on Instagram, I'm also Ghani's Media on Instagram. So, yes, anytime you see me with this microphone, it means I'm about to speak to someone. I've always said it could be anybody at all, doing something amazing, or anybody at all who has a story to share or has anything to tell. I'm ready for you. You can come and then we have a conversation together. But right about now, we are here inside Edinburgh, and I have a brother here with me. You're or your interview or your But as to what I ever say about him, and so I hope you follow this conversation and dash us a follow on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere else. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this one. Good evening, Cinnamon.
Good evening, big man.
Me a big man, oh. I want a big man, that's why I didn't.
Oh, gakra. Yeah, me. Yamuna, oh, you be I think a crankra. You are very fine.
Now, you see, I don't be so be the 2025 about change of government about as somebody who, as a citizen, what do you expect?
As a citizen, I don't know quite there. Or there, edition team first and foremost, the Yena Ghana for. Although one way or the other, be able any party affiliations, NPP and DC, that is the majority ones we have in Ghana. But niti to and I'm here Cassini day. Ghana no puntu ni in whether NPP or NDC. As Ghanaians, we are all embarking on how Ghana will drive forward and make things great. That is all. It's it. Anything there.
That is development.
That is development.
Okay. That is so nice. But okay, anyways, let's begin the conversation. You know, everything done here in this part of our country is politicized. Therefore, nyama bi wo ho ontumi nsi because we are nyede ntimi so menye dey. We be yede maba mantua do. Don't you think the nyama no le twen sana?
Many we are dreaming bebre. And I want to share something here. We all came up by trainings and moral lessons and all that. And what the man na at the end of the day, in our walks of life as politicians or even Ghanaians, or they make sure that any moral lessons na and what the man it has a direct impact in a it shouldn't be like me MPP ni. And say, I didn't mean who I had born on pony because I'm affiliated to MPP and now me then most so. So at the end of the day, it should bounce back to the fact in the entity or the money we have Nipade, I believe that Nipade you are more, you have your own ability to think and your own ability to know what is right and what you have to be because more MPP into other wali and uncle yumpa change nine or them then more support one. No more push agenda. We NDC ni other wali and on yumpa change nine support one more push the agenda. When it comes to that critical moment as a Ghanaian, because we have to see ourselves as Ghanaian before any other political affiliations comes inside. So at the end of the day, seeing myself as a Ghanaian before an NPP member or an NDC member, I need to make sure say it is in the right direction of every Ghanaian. It's in the right direction. So we should support any positive thing that comes our way that will help the country go forward. Adibialo a positive yalo bobo man wa konenim. Obobo man sisaye a ode ejuma ahoto ode da madi na bobo man. Then also yekese yo sekendi. Nti ni titiri no so ode baba ayen sekundefo. No biale ya na ahoto. So for me I believe in Ghana before any political affiliation. As I'm talking to you, I'm me MPP, ni to MPP. But an American, when your moral lessons comes into play, while also ability to decide what is wrong and what is right. You know, the many many into play. You see certain things first before any political affiliations. And say follow the moral in adness edukuweni, madam I don't put to me be bebre than you just finding yourself as a normal political party member or something like that. So that is the little I'll say.
All right. I think we are going to have a very awesome conversation today. But answer Neboko much into details soon. I have a lot of questions to ask. But then to the people who are watching the interview, I need you to introduce yourself. Who am I here with? This is Gani.
Okay, so basically I'm the Graft Moses Jones. I'm a secondary lover and also I'm a political activist. So I say politically, I say what is going right. I mean, what is going on, everything that we need to know as Ghanaians and all that. So basically, I think that is the little introduction I'll put. Yeah.
All right. If that is the little introduction you give to the people, then I want to ask, do you believe our systems growing up, the moral lessons that we got from our houses now, when you look at our political environment, do you think that is affecting what they do there? You said it.
Yeah, I said it. The moral lessons, as in the systems we are talking about right now, I don't think that our moral lessons are having any impact in some of the constituencies or some of the systems that you are talking about, in the sense that at the end of the day, our moral lessons, when we get there, these moral lessons are being left behind. And all these people, one way or the other, will start following someone's vision. Meanwhile, you also have your own vision and mission in life. So I believe it there with your moral lessons and your vision. If someone also has his or her own vision, at least it should be directly in line with the person's visions and missions. Because I'm about to give an example. Ebia, me MPP. Na MPB a waba, or si day, ne day, no podoye. Me MPP, you know, also me man kesekendi na muono. I mean, every day I'm seeing the youth being employed. I'm seeing developmental projects in the constituency.
Yeah.
Every blessed day I'm seeing youth empowerment in the sense of organizing workshops, other programs that are going to empower these youth to become meaningful people of themselves. And also when the opportunity comes up, because of the skill sets and the things that they have on hand, or even the knowledge that they have, they can utilize it and become better versions of themselves.
In the future.
In the future.
Yeah.
And again, I believe that there is a saying, because when there is preparation plus opportunity comes out successful.
Yeah.
Preparation plus opportunity is equals to success. So when these people are being prepared enough, when you have all these things in place, and these people are prepared enough, definitely wherever that they want to be in life, they will definitely be there. So I feel that when we are much more attached to our moral lessons and all that. I mean, for now, I'm not seeing any impact of our moral lessons in our systems now, because at the end of the day, when you get there, I see these people rather following people's visions, rather following people's directions and leaving their directions or visions aside and all that. So at the end of the day, it's more like they are living someone else's life, or they are living someone else's dream.
Yeah.
So I believe that when these moral lessons are taken into place, in a sense that when you know what is right, what is wrong, when you sometimes you sit down to have critical understanding on what is going on and all that, I believe then we might see a different system altogether. But as we are talking now, the systems, I don't see any future for the systems as we are talking now. So therefore, there is no impact of the moral lessons being influenced in there.
Okay, so let's put that one aside. Now let's come to the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
You see, we go to school, what's your BB or curriculum? It's in our curriculum, that is what is supposed to influence our lives, so that when we grow, we don't sway away from it. It begins from the churches. Yeah, okay. Now, and a white man sitting somewhere will tell me that they need to fuse LGBT into our curriculum so that the children will learn it. Meanwhile, I ain't customs no on kadamasam. And we have leaders who are not able to resist some of these forces. What do you think causes that?
So you see, obey there, you don't come on pay by wedding in general. Obey there, be na moral lessons because one way or the other, assembly or baby piano. Like it's not a matter of day before and baby them, but one way or the other, assembly or baby piano. There are some pieces of moral lessons inside. Because when we are talking about our customs, our culture, everything and all that in Quebec, the LGBT I didn't put it. We don't even have to like on say yet timpo. On say bonidi don't put na kanta maybe that shit. You make law out of it or any legislative processes concerning those things,
Yeah.
So again, it bounces back to the moral lessons that we are talking about. And also, I believe the systems that we are talking about, now the foundation was being built without any moral lessons, any cultural values and all that. So at the end of the day, we are always living people's dreams. We are always being in the directions of people without realizing what we also want as people behind and all that. Because LGBT working, first of all, you say on the abedin timpo no be my adwene baby them. Na kantama ye make laws concerning this thing. Ne aji the mad near that too. That is the question. It being there, the systems are not working. In your country no more. The unemployment rates are rising. So at the end of the day, every day in and day out to be an young boy. Every day in and day out to be a young boy. Just recently, US president can ask them there. They mean USADR. What the other part of Africans, like what the Africans say, see how it became a worry. President that is even the start of how we are going to make sure we do our own things. That is the start of making sure that as Africans so the margin all this while no info.
No, what that do?
So that's the margin all this while. So it now brings back to the senses that most of the time human beings rely on complacency. Human beings rely on our comfort. Human beings rely on comfort zones most of the time because at the end of the day, every day the ban LeBron. Every day be so the LeBron. Every day is the way the LeBron. So he or she wouldn't see the essence of Anankasa or make sure the leader be and all this and I be with them the LeBron. So at the end of the day, when the moral lessons are right, which is the foundation, it helps us to build a good system. When a system too becomes very upright and when a system too is right, it helps the country or any other African country to also improve or probably develop and rise. So it is basically that. So we need to target our foundation, make sure that our foundation is built upright with all the values, the culture, the moral lessons that it deemed fit to make sure that we have a very strong values as Ghanaians or as any other African countries. When we do these things, our systems will be upright, devoid of corruptions, devoid of any negative activities that even goes on in some of the offices and institutions and all these places. When all these things too become upright and when all these things too are being fixed, automatically, you will be and as African countries too, when they also learn all these activities and all these values and all these things, definitely we will stop even the USA all the borrowing and all. Then we concentrate
on what we have,
majorly on what we have, and we will do better.
I may feel that It is happening. When we extend the conversation to Africa, it's happening in Burkina Faso, it's happening in the Guinea, in Senegal, and some other. Okay. So
there wouldn't be the essence of the LGBT because I analyze the young. Ebi LGBT na yɛba abɛgye ne nti no biribi te akyiri nti na ɛpɛ dɛ kyenkyen a ne yɛmbɛgye ntom yɛmfɔm bɔ yɛn bra nso make sure that ɔlokɔ do na saa yɛn na so yɛtum yɛte we have our own things ayɛ na yɛtum yɛbɔ yɛn bra na yɛwɔ yɛn biribia we wouldn't even think about that in the first place.
But why is it that we have your BBA gold mention them, but still we have to go through certain thread just because we want to get something, money?
That is the moral essence. You will be at the end of the day, Nippon no code the menya monodo. Eko GMPC Nippon no show. Eko gold mining abeda Nippon no show. Eko Ghana gas Nippon no show. Eko gold minerals Nippon Minerals Commission Nippon no show. So when all these moral values are upright and all these moral values you know yeah. And at the end of the day, it comes way down to the MPs that are representatives of the constituencies. I don't put the one podcast, I don't put all well.
Now, you're from Africa, you're from black second day. This is second day. No, these are no second day. You. When they ask you, somebody asks you, the graft, what do you think about the youth from second day? I was saying like that.
Just recently, what your program be or a youth MP. The youth MP no sumpono. Or tinama any NPC Jumezi Biala is almost the same like Adibiala way. We are going to be the representatives of all the youths within the constituency and all that. It's me filing Pamodo about room baby na me because of one or two reasons. So what I was saying is youth now all constituency no. What I was saying there. Sisi yame na domale yenya MP fofo ana yenya representative fofo ema constituency no nti yame na domana no hawa nyama asase local nti no mpaebo na yelbo ni yenim so de nyama be fine because MP already just recently I see ehun adwumezi olizi
skofo si mo kano yen no kwa
o ya ko den
enti bia
momente but
the latest one in those the Okojis Germany. I think I was saying maybe from an them to purchase a vessel for the fishing harbor, and he wants to do expansion of the fishing harbor, and people are saying it's false. On to me.
I wouldn't say that is true in a sense today. In Kalamado Yimguasik as a crowd man. And I don't believe it there. As same you today, I want you no call. Any MP awa but this is no be pedo be bibi da ma onya no color de wotum de nyim gwa seda bro no because position of hold this is a very sensitive one and I don't believe it there what the integrity ni credibility but to chen na why bibi da ma o de nyim gwa se kase kra botum da de no da bro no so one way or the other yet not near dream with our critical thoughts on all these things now. There should be some iota of truth. So let's just leave the negativities aside, concentrate on the positive things, and I believe it there. Adibide or no qual on yet letter no lobo because or a letter now in Guasica Supan or Damano. So I believe you should focus on the positive side of Ejumezi biala opodo ye biala na yenhwene yenta na eche mfom paibo na adi nyanko
now say yehwe memfande me da na we example sisi ya memfande da we NPP memfande da me NDC now yen na yehwe da madi do yen no be opportunity bia obabahwe da madi do which means that say ba da madi e pani yeye we say ba bohwe da madi do nsepe we ni yeye musumo ba mohwe we ni pani yeye now yakọ contest ina memenya na we ntumenya na asadam na mhwe dem adedo at what point no bi betan wadwen there amede adena what I should say, no, so that other people will feel like my many now I also next time in your slot. No. At what point will somebody think like that?
The essay now. Now why they
Session was sabotage MP na wabano. Nti why say example the madi. Nti osada Gani said the madi. Ye bompedo on say no. Na me ba my be ni ye. Meanwhile yi na e pede madi ni ye. Nti sa ma ba na me ye the madi there. Why they support me ni?
Oh there. The moon come me pede be chance wo baby.
Yeah, chance be feel.
Pede chance wo baby na ya baby.
Yeah, chance wo ba.
Yeah, chance. So onkomo ya leading to yeah chance we be embassy asem na asem na Canada. I mean aha metina me yanka the me lawyer samana constituency bia no pede lawyer be di no do lawyer be di no do no obayanka yen fon to nche ne kakra. Say lawyer ba fine. But every day bia no I'm hoping that at least we should try the business men too as well. I want to go into businesses, you know, because when you look at this, their track records, I want to go businessmen now, or politics, or MPs now. I mean, these people are very creative and innovative enough. That is why their own businesses are even going. Their own businesses are even thriving.
Yeah.
It's nipa bi dey. Imagine nipa bi dey be MP. Our constituency cinema. Imagine the things nipa bi dey de baba. Talking of an example, Kennedy Japan na mwake kahuna adinya. When you look at the things that they are doing in their constituency, I'm not saying if you're a lawyer then you want to be an MP in a constituency is a bad thing. But I'm the American there. Sometimes we should put that because me tell you, I don't call baby yasam a MP and MP. Second election, me tell you baby yasam be na onye MP.
No, a lawyer.
Sorry, not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer or a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. It doesn't make sense.
To you, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Or a lawyer. A lawyer don't continue and they will too. I'm a man. Like it doesn't make sense.
Why? So why am I denying today? A lawyer could actually name me answer.
It doesn't make sense. Into Biswa, you are a lawyer. Where do you mind the original courtroom na kasa? What about a businessman such as from zero? And then Melike say, 6-7 companies. And upon why employing Kofu? What's your one call?
1,000, 2,000.
When you are comparing these two people, one ever fun.
Business, of course.
You get it. Because it's not very easy as a businessman to be creative and innovative enough to create a whole lot of things, and even to the extent of employing people, to losing up some burdens on all these people and all that. So me, Mass American there, at the end of the day, we should have a fair idea on Obibiala Yepede Obedi Yando as an MP.
Yeah.
A Jumezi Bialo Botumo Babe. Me up, oh, Yakasani a besa, some navy some. Ni Jumezi Biala, okay, Obabe.
Yeah.
Inti lawyer now no wabon. Lawyers, they are very they are very smart, but they are smart in a way because when Jumanala would in Ankasano, if you are not smart to that extent,
they are smart in their field.
They are field, okay, yes, that's correct. They are smart in their field because of when Jumana way in Inti. So lawyer be the order. There are so many things that as constituent in your constituency no moon, and boy when you now shenye maybe obey you fly. Because I want to go when Juma so ya no who Juma. What the now no or the judge no be 1,000 times because ya no who Juma. And to constituent, I know your constituency no moon. We the constituent or there we should have a very broad knowledge or there na dream with the whole. You knew the whole. Nipa genuinely about constituency no. Why am I saying that? Sometimes a tumukan can also lawyers sign in the Parliament House. We just lobby. We don't have any power to drive any developmental project in the constituency. And lobby. Kasa debate in the Parliament now. But you are forgetting there. As a lawyer, you are a representative in a constituency.
Yeah.
You probably know Parliament. nkana ehu nya bia de eba be di end wo constituency ho nkana soli bia na ekojama parliament house na akasa. So we have parliamentary works, we have debate that goes on as an MP. We have debate that goes on in the parliament. Parliamentary businesses, your responsibility as an MP, there are parliamentary businesses that you engage yourself in. As an MP, you have the power to scrutinize anything that the government is bringing on board. You have the power to also criticize. You have the power to also help in the policy formation and all those things. Again, aside that side, and also we have the electorate level on your constituency. You give assistance to your constituents. You give advice to these people. You are a lobbyist to the constituency. You help drive developmental projects in the constituency and all that. Then you'll be obedient. Our investors. Okoch investors neba. Well, be the project. Every day, biano. Or they programs about the youth, within a youth. Let me give you an example here. The main training is here what way forklift training, aid training and on. We have 4 years as an MP. Imagine every year biano, you've partnered with these people. And every year biano, about training who youth be 15 per. You want to operate ocean forklift. You want to operate ocean electrical works. Every year biano, you the moon coffee no about training who youth 15 per. 4 years never a youth time.
Just imagine 50 times 4.
4 years be an the youth 200, right? 200 nearly produce. I will keep 10 sign juma. Unkofu be day. I prepare one opportunity never one grabber.
They are free to go.
They are free to go. And say I would they be about solo bekede. I'll kwenye biala wada mono or the best say no. Then at the end of the day, we should sit down and see that the mini pokrono. When you are pepe biya the mo constituency.
Them not done why.
Them not there because again, Nippona only say constituency. How are you going to know that Nippon only say constituency? Now that first of all, politicians, they are very smart in their field of work. Obaba, hey, Boga, G100 cities. Boga, G100 cities no ko. The next time, hey, Boga, G100 cities. G100 cities. Every day we all by G100 cities. I know we feel a jumana on your constituency no munya sekane huinala when you aji. Because we don't have people that have the ability, our budget with a sound mind. Our to margin where who there, the mad in a piano constituency. No. Every day in and day out to be ano, all my dem penny for a binum, will be the endo, will UCN. They get whatever that they want. Even the crowd will lose the crown, they still think that they have the F13 to even come back again and campaign because they know the kind of people that they are leading. There is no way able to compare Abia Umpoho constituency to one of the Tema constituencies. In a sense, there, Nipana or Hono, no will make a constituency. No. Say me pede me bejine MP na samuko Tema one of the constituencies. I want most of the time now majority of these people that I'm campaigning, majority of them are like me. They have money like me. So if I'm campaigning or if I want to convince someone like that, it should be in summer about 20 someone like that is not easily manipulated because the American a lot now or when it's getting now it's on your BBN elevator now ever manipulating you need to sit these people down and talk to them. Constituency bidam is not the same as a constituency in Poho constituency in a sense there. The majority of the people there are living below the poverty belt. They are living below the poverty belt. In Teakompuna and Kenya Sesembia name on 5,000 on one vote. They are easily manipulated. In Timasim America in there, I believe it there. MP de Obaba Kanensam. But when the people within the constituency are inclined to that level now, we will surely make the right choice. It's in Kabe say BB no, nke kumpa emba, because you know the kind of people that you once saved, and you know how elite these people were. And so onye wa smell no no about to announce because if you are that kind of people living below the belt light, the belt level, below the belt level, you will know that me bampuna me 100 cities in poor but one. Okay. But when I an ankasa constituent no ya me na adwen the whole ye hu me ye pede yeko, ye hu baby ye pede yeko. Na obi a no DNA no, these people that I was once serving and now these people that I'm serving are not just any ordinary people. And I'm Biala Motuma so made 100 cities eco general. Motuma so like come on, fake promise. I mean Yebohun is saying bebre.
So on that note, about second constituency now. Do you see us as elite or you see us as we are one of the people below the belt?
So when it comes to second constituency, I see the constituency as 50 elite, then 50 one way or the other below the belt. As we are making on
but
we are talking about the reality. That is the reality.
The reality is we have people who are educated enough here. You have people who have money here.
But the percentage, you get it. Dodo wine. No way they mean elite na yako wasam no. Dodo wine. Intina mampumo kede 50%. 50% in a sense there. Them 50% no ponyo won ya na way sikafo pa ona wado won. Ebinim wo they educated. They are doing a decent work with a normal pay. I'm including all these people to the elite people. And we have other 50% below the belt. Make wasam. In a sense there. They are not well to do. Want to come back. And majority of these people too are the youth. Eko secondary boat you see a lot of these youth there. Eko, I mean some of these places you see them around sometimes. Awo humpa, bi wo one bi so sika one way or the other. Majority of these people are the youth. So at the end of the day, I might say the elite topic that I was talking about when it comes to secondary, our situation is 50%. 50 being the elite and 50 being the below the belts in terms of knowledge, education, monetary aspect and all that. So yeah.
But actually the people in the constituency, don't you think we refuse to hold people we are supposed to hold responsible? We refuse to do that. Like we don't do it.
It seems there, when talking about the elite people, when we have majority of these elite people, that is whereby once American obi. In a sense there, when these people are very inclined, when these people are very knowledgeable, when these people are well educated, when these people are well to do, that is whereby we won't take anyone like anyone overtaken for granted, and we wouldn't take it very easy on a person because we are at that level granted. And so when we the people develop ourselves, we now see the essence of taking up people. We now see the essence of transparency. We now see the essence of accountability. Obi analo onyi sika no pompon didi. Oni ma adwene bi about accountability. It's pain bi abedi no do bi ala accountability or there then. On wasting the time no hold will be responsible for any wrongdoings because the person is not that inclined. He doesn't see the essence of all these things. So when these people are developed, that is whereby we will cherish and appreciate all these things that we are talking about. Holding people accountable, making sure that there is transparency in all the activities of someone like that, and making sure that the right things are being done in the constituency. So at the end of the day, I believe that with the programs that I was talking about, organizing these programs for the youth, organizing workshops for the youth, and all similar or any related activities of what I'm saying, I believe one way or the other, we are going to develop these youth to know the essence of certain things that needs to be done. So yeah.
So and some no bi so kada if sanko school on nchara wadwen yadwuma. Sanko school about miss you have wadwen. This was there before education. Just the education will polish it in a way. And you know, what is stopping the people from thinking?
What is stopping people for thinking? Adwene yekede adwene yeka wansam yekede adwene bia wa adwene one way or the other I will say that we have stages when it comes to that.
Stages will know.
Stages. Because your stages will mean the sense that adwene den ko bia wa adwene. More example, why there me wa adwene dem musola no pa or dem twitwu mesi. Me wa adwene de anopa or dem nye diban would to me yem. Because Obama ma hwanden na me tu ma akwa aba. Me wa adwene de area bill enyumbil or dem mididi. Ba adwene kron sin de ediban na eride no or dem hwe ediban kro na eride no. Because edidiness in the years or the whole or the bro. I know adwene one of the adwene kula mo kan wasam. Into adwene you almost stages. Ebia or adwene one course school but adwene. But the person don't know the essence of adwene biala obojin.
I think yipa na abodu no because mo mpade bi o no ye bibia bi or he doesn't see the need to the made oyi another onye or ye
Nti ediban oye de or de ni pebia didi be diban na ready no or the how no the bobrowana ye we diban bo ho da or the diabetes or Kenya diabetes no the ba ye we diban bo ho a eda or Kenya cholesterol level ye we diban bo ho a or the problems be brain or the bro as a human being. So at the end of the day the man no me yeta ase de ye wadwen na ye wadwen ediban na me ready no the medibani aba how no the bobrom or that meet with the banner made no dana or that
I your time I had to check the matter.
so that is the June Corona American.
Then if the margin then I'm not like almost the organ a fellow. Yeah. Because you go to the market, people just go there and then buy what they want. Or did any like people, elite people? I see them.
Yeah, I say me care imagine about cholera bay, outbreak bay, you how the brain pan. I do know Korean. Malco market I got to vegetables. My baby. But you know close bet all day. I don't know cotton or that more ye na. Haben yaman as some other it will give me 100% free gems. Ah, then me don't know. Me da Bibiala then.
The marginal block.
The marginal block. I do coinciding there. Baby I'm looking to the bano. Hygienic conditions. Ewo baby krona muko to the bano. Or to then.
Into conversation in Abade. It's conversation in Abade. Even the elite people, we have a problem. The problem we have is CCI at Santa Crada. Actually, location I what 20 Bani or in fact, to ameno the method sense, I think nobody should go there and buy food.
I mean, in a macamas and be make it enka nipebia pewa pomiden. Epe good health na that most of the time we be ankedi di wofi. And now most of the time be no making sure that at least elupoya akwadwuma mpa able to my bibi wofi na da because I know wa there ya into one anim how e be we di ban one anim how e be onyama na da because it became very important for us. It became very imperative for us to order should the because no how agent. In time I meet na Melekesi. Did just like that or part will be a mokobia because it's no American. when it comes to those things now, I'm very much inclined. Nti mo hwɛ dɛ me nyama no na mɛlɛka na ntina mɛka dɛ yɛwɔ adwene na yɛwɔ adwene. Adwene ne dɛ ɛkɔm dem. Wɔ dɛ mepɛ aduban bi tɔ wɔ paado na medi. Adwene no koro nso ne dɛ aduban no a morekɔtɔ no ɔbɛma mo problem anaa?
Anaa dɛ ɔmmɔ problem.
Ɔmmɔ problem. Nti ɔne adwene no.
But yeah, they're not to I think we will come back to the conversation. But they're not to baby ayeti. If it's secondary Western region. Secondary ni na say what the abasam na work come first. Secondary no wina. Including politics, including lifestyle, including activities, jobs and all that. What do you say about it?
Okay, your Western region, and I believe the secondary is the capital. Nti our twin brother is Takrady. So secondary Takrady, that is what we normally say. Secondary, I see secondary to be a place our great future. I see secondary to be a place like in some years time to come, if you have good leaders, in your good leaders obobo my chrono way tumpon.
So the line word is if.
I see secondary to have that great potentials. But as to nipa no already yendo no. Na obema the main potentials ni bia na yekita no. Oya ide a footballer. Enyumbo. But any opportunity ni men shine papa. Nenya good Samaritan bi no wabo so winsem. When you are stages to display your talent and your gift. One time you'll be exposed to the world because you have the talent, you have the gifts, but you didn't have the right people or the right person to come and discover you and send you to the world stage. So that is how it is. So secondary has great potentials, but we need the right people to help us discover all the things that we need there. So but secondary, eleka other big constituencies are ebo secondary. And so yabul. Or yabul. No, I'm a secondary abadam. So coming back to the question, I see secondary with great potentials, and I believe the MP Nana Muntawa Shasuluto office on Chale. Nana Muntawa Shasuluto is in line with positive things, and I believe he's in line to make sure right things come into the constituency. So we are just supporting him and praying for him that whatever that he will help bring to secondary, But mind you, as I'm American, me MPP ni.
So I'm who they look at the mass maybe before this somewhere controversial.
Oh, you look at the mass, but I'm American, me MPP ni. My grandmother was one of the people watch Chile MPP was secondary Auntie Beswa. She was one of the people our boy watch Chile MPP was secondary. Time Okufoye president Oba Western region precisely secondary Oba Nenchenumpu. So that alone should tell you how important she was in the constituency. Now some every day be no your catch me there. Politics, is a good thing because politics boa mompuntu oba constituency no. Politics boa menyeme bebre oba. But me make sure so the politics na me I wouldn't engage or I wouldn't indulge myself in negative politics. In time every day be a mass makende with how I was brought up and the moral lessons that I have and the good trainings that I believe that I possess and how inclined that I am in so many aspects of my life, Semo MPP mpune MPP ya adibona. Aninchede chinchina do nature because at the end of the day, if I really want the betterment of the constituency, as we all say, secondary deserves better, then I believe it there. The main qualities, the main capabilities and abilities are ewoni niano. Or whether the party sometimes edo twinchen. Then you critically bring out the things, analyze things obobwa ma constituency no wa konenim. Intina Malaka Masemi. Obiana American Asam no NDC MP. But I believe the Nana Montawasha as Lutono. Or the Yama Papa, no the brain. Intimate Parabo Moloba and the Washa Sedamono. Uncle Down. And let me add this one too. Elections there, you have you are the elections there to parliamentary candidate elections. One of the reasons Oma NDC parliamentary candidate is because of the grieved MPP members that came to vote for NDC. I wanna only deal MPP. Sometimes you meet some of these people and they talk so bitterly to you. And say be someone there MPP about another 8 years. The mon MPP for. Why are the majority of the same people struggling?
Yes.
You are struggling. You are suffering. Up to now, we've been more home pa no will be so. Bibi.
See man, I go to my 2 cities.
We've been more home pa no will be so Bibi. So at the end of the day, you ask yourself, the partner don't know ya no nye. Because one way or the other, that's so there. Selodom party. Let's say careful. NDC impupero bompa on board, all because of party. But say what MPP now why award you needed the no coroner de Benanto. And the Yama Papa near the Benanto. And the Courier near the Benanto. And the Dibiale Nimido, Nipebia de Senibia Genoa. Nipebia nim that the Madi de Oya the Papa no about constituency no mono. Near the Nantua. And for NDC Nibia your problem. Because one way or the other, I want I there. How are the Pepe Biane Bosum? You are being genuine to yourself and genuine to God and genuine to wherever you come from.
All right. So, the graft. Do you know something?
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to schedule the interview some other time and then do it properly because I think there is a lot to be said. Yeah. Just a few is said today, but say I can me the. No matter your political affiliation, you should be able to figure out what is bad and what is good. Yeah. Are you telling me that when you get up there, the big house of Ghana, are you not going to change?
I wouldn't see the essence of changing. Why the American keke? Because Obito Bekede Elekan keke, they change you could one kill changing adi. I wouldn't see the essence of changing because first of all, it bounces back to the intentions that you are carrying as an individual. Intentions no get to see sound. If you genuinely don't have the constituency at heart, there is no need for you to be there because they could do be corrupt. Obo ho want no constituency no for be no be the MP. Ni pe bi dey be ka asema chewa. E be je da na enje. Obe dey kakra dey be je di. So it bounces back to the intentions that we are carrying every day as human beings. I don't know obeche that's some American no koribu one and no koribiale nyu because if I'm genuinely if and I'm on two biala or there to biano about two more constituencies now kunenim na mama yenda da yan say nipa so a no okay there edwume biala ni pay biano one way or the other odidi hu kakra
when they be the hu but they didn't come too much
or 100% no ba out for 20 for 30 na for kasenala faye mo there yama
ntebe awebe dama
oya some America
anta enfan the grafts ebe dama
abi mi nipa na America there so obani de mumpa mi nipa ana obaje there sunsun person when am near there bro
because I'm generational until do na sanya enyima mutum nyiwa
ana America there mi nipa bibia to me si se beye ne demu mpa makasina nkasa ombra bibia efi ebe no I be the one do amedam na because nipo na ga chene dem mo nya obeye
okay all right
I get chene na mo fa kakra so mo fa yi ya no yi
we last words on the episode
last words me most of the time I'm very much concerned about the youth in the constituency in a sense that I believe that there are so many things we can do in the constituency.
Yeah.
Youth no one I mean penny bia say opportunity bi ba and a slot bi ba obi sa degree na woni bi obi sa qualification na youth ni bi obi sa dem a woni bi. So what are you doing as a leader? And say I believe there youth no. This is a time for us to take advantage to help the youth. In a sense there, one way or the other, you organize the workshop be at the morning. As some you making I wanna wear training forklift, be no more electrical training, all these things now, you know. Yama waba. Obo train youth, you know, waba courses in the hall. Our pede electrical, our pede be na pick one. You're training them youth in ya. Every year be training youth 50 in form of constituency, you know. 4 years in a baby, you know. Then your youth time 200 are born. The youth, I won't pay more on a juma. On certificates in a skill now when you're into. I want to learn opportunity baby allow two more grab because they have the skills, they have the opportunities, and they have all these things. And I believe it there. Sebe MP you become very credible in business wise. You become very credible. The integrity is being built. I mean, you have the powers to do other things. Foreign investors no constituency. So that is a little. I believe say next time the
next time I ever banda, I'm sure I ever should bear 4 batteries. Yeah, because you interview now, you can send baby. But on this episode, yes, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I like the way you are actually delivering, but Mama Kinde, I'm always happy to have people like you myself because you're the same generation. And imagine that Ghana's media do top or not the graphs to say could the top or not the graphs are be MPR. But do interview in Babo?
No problem.
Okay, done. I'd say. So yes, thank you so much for watching. My name is Gani and I'm Ghani's Media everywhere. Just follow us and then watch out. We are coming back for part 2. We are out for today.